Now, previously on my channel, I broke down how NBA comparisons can be so dumb and have the power to destroy a young player's career. You have comparisons like comparing Andrew Wiggins to LeBron, which for the first 5 years of his NBA career, Andrew Wiggins was looked at like a bust because he was just never going to be able to reach LeBron's status. But then you had good comparisons like comparing Luka Doncic to LeBron James, two 6'9" point guards that have elite passing and elite playmaking skills that allow them to control the game. Comparisons like those that actually mean something are comparisons that I tend to like. Another comparison that I really like is comparing sophomore center Alperen Sengun to two-time MVP Nikola Jokic. Alperen Sengun was a highly scouted prospect coming out of Turkey. At the age of 18, Sengun was crowned BSL League's MVP, becoming the youngest MVP in that league. If we pay attention to Alperen Sengun's scouting report, we see that coming out of Turkey, his best skills was post scoring, footwork, playmaking, finishing, and touch. A man his size and age, it was exciting to see how quick and how crafty he was in the post, no matter the matchup. Alperen Sengun is a center that stands at 6'11" and weighs 210 pounds. Kind of a big dude, even though he doesn't really look like it. So seeing the countless of highlights where he shows different counters in his footwork to score, it kind of blew me away. And then when it came to his passing, I knew instantly as soon as he entered the league, he'd be one of the league's best passers. He had the ability to make any pass that you could think of, sort of like Nikola Jokic. Fast forward to right now, Alperen Sengun is in his second year with the Houston Rockets, and it's to some the main reason why the young core is so intriguing. In his second year, he's averaging 14.2 points, 8.8 rebounds, along with 2.1 assists. Now, for those that watch the Rockets, those numbers really don't tell the whole stories, because while you were watching the Rockets, they don't really have a set offense. It's normally several ISOs for Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, or Eric Gordon. And at times, especially when he plays with the bench, that's when he gets the ball. They normally use him as a screen setter, and at times they'll give him the ball on the roll. But other than that, he rarely gets the ball. But what the coaching staff doesn't see is, if they don't run their offense through Alperen Sengun, they really won't see their offense at full strength. Sengun has a very similar skill set to Nikola Jokic, especially in the pick and roll, because they both are capable of running the pick and roll and also being a beneficiary in the pick and roll. When the Denver Nuggets use Nikola Jokic in the pick and roll, it's simply unstoppable because he's able to get right above the restricted area and shoot a floater that he just rarely misses. And they are both really good short roll playmakers. Jokic to a different level because when it comes to Nikola Jokic, he's just one of the best passers we've seen of all time. But they share the same skill of being able to make any pass off the pick and roll. Right here we have him getting the ball off the pick and roll. Now he kind of looks like he's about to go up for the layup or finishing over the defender, but he's able to freeze in midair and make the pass over the other defender to a wide open shot in a three. But at an NBA level, that just would have been an open shot. Right here we kind of see the same thing. He's running the pick and roll with Malik Beasley. He gets the ball back, sees Al-Farouq Aminu coming up. Now, he could easily go up and finish over him, but he decides to do something that not a lot of bigs will not even think of, but just can't do. It just goes between the legs. He just nutmegs him. That's why I say he's just one of the best of all time. And we don't see people do this a lot at all. Now, right here, he just bodies his defender into the paint, and he sees that his teammate is about to cut, but like his anticipation to make this pass is just so crazy, and not a lot of big men can do this. Right here, we see Nikola Jokic bodying Jonas Valanciunas to the paint, and he sees Jaren Jackson kind of coming up, so he's able to make this pass with one motion, and he's just wide open. It's just not a lot of people that can do the stuff Jokic can do. And that's just two plays. There are several passes and actions in their offense that only them two in the league are able to do. We can even focus on them as post scorers. They're both probably two of the best big men in the league when it comes to posting up and scoring, because they have two things that not a lot of bigs have, and that's elite footwork paired with unreal strength. It's times where they're just backing up and their defenders are just bouncing off of them and they're able to finish right over them. Right here, we see him going up against a really good defender in Bobby Portis, especially when it comes to his post defense. Bobby Portis is actually pretty underrated when it goes down there. But right here, he just lures him to sleep with his pivot moves and just finishes right over him. That's so tough, bro. Right here, we see actually pretty good defense from Damian Jones, but look how he's able to get around him. 1, 2, get around, finish over him. Like, it's just not a lot of guys that can do the things that these two can do. Now, like I said, they just get defenders to bounce off of them. Like, look how he posts up Cat. He feels Cat put one hand on him, and simple bump, he's off of him. Then he's finishing over two guys, and they're both pretty taller than him. Like, that's just, come on now. Same thing right here. We see him going up against Dwight Powell, bodies him off him, just finishes right over him. We even see Nikola Jokic talk about how they should run the offense through Alperen Sengun.
What do you think about Alperen Sengun? He said that he models his game after you.
I don't know, is it a good thing? I think he's very talented. Maybe it's gonna sound weird, but I think they need to play a little bit more through him, because sometimes they look a little bit more stagnant, like they're all their threes. The guy has the talent. He can pass the ball. He can post up. He has a touch around the rim, so you can see you can see some different moves that he's playing.
Now, I feel like until the Rockets get a real coach, this will be the Sengun we will see because they don't use him right at all. The last time he was used right was in Turkey. They essentially ran the offense through him, and while doing that, they had a top offense in the conference, and he had all the tools that made everyone better. They used him in a high post, and they gave him touches in the paint so he can play make out the paint. They even, at times, let him run the point. All things that the Nuggets do with Nikola Jokic. This young Rockets team can be so much better if they ran the offense through Sengun. Even their own fans will tell you that, because letting Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. run the offense, when both of them have problems being playmakers, that hurts others. But when you have a guy like Sengun that's able to be a playmaker for everybody, it will open up the offense so much more. So if I'm them, I'm running our whole offense through Alperen Sengun to make our team better. That's it for this video. Let me know how you like it. Make sure you like and subscribe and have a nice holiday. Peace out.